Terrorists. I like holidays, but I mean, when I look back at the holidays, none of them make sense to me but St. Patty's Day. That's the only day that really makes sense to me. I love St. Patty's Day. But when I'm looking at like Halloween, anybody else here grow up in a really poor family where you had to make your own costume? Imagine how scary I am wearing, like, as a vampire, a trash bag and my grandfather's dentures. And you look at the holidays we have. There's Thanksgiving. Pilgrims came over. Let's eat turkey. Jesus Christ was born. Let's give presents. Jesus Christ came back to life. There's a bunny. But I like St. Patty's Day because, I mean, our celebration is to drink. That's what we do. We drink. And the thing is, I don't remember how or what happened during St. Patty's Day for me this year, but I do remember how it ended. Anybody here from this Fredericksburg area? I don't believe you because you say it proudly. But I'm from here, and you ever heard of a place called Funland? Yeah. Anyone else here know you could get a DUI while you're on a go-kart? I had no idea, but apparently there's something wrong with driving one naked. So they pull my naked ass right out of the car. Another thing is, since we live in y'all give it up for coming out to a comedy show tonight, seriously. Come on. I mean, it's Fredericksburg. It's Fredericksburg, and there's so many other places you could be right now. Like Walmart. Or you could go to Hard Times where you watch really overweight women dance to music they don't belong to. And the thing is, I mean, when I sit at home, you know, there's so many stupid TV shows on now, but the one that really pisses me off that actually made it as a TV show, My Dad is Better Than Your Dad. It pisses me off that I actually made that as a TV show, because back when we were kids, didn't we already have that? It was called Career Day. Growing up as a kid, my mom and dad were a stripper and a drug dealer. Fuck you. Excuse me. And, see, with my dad being a drug dealer, it was different because, I mean, we would come to Career Day. What's your dad do, Timmy? He's a doctor. What's your dad do, Billy? He's a police officer. What's your dad do, Kevin? He sells to his dad and avoids his dad. Your dad sells drugs, so yeah, well, he sells them to your dad so he can forget your mom's a bitch. And the thing is, I definitely couldn't take my mom, because, I mean, the only day I could take her was on Wednesdays when she dressed as a nurse. I tried to pass her off as, like, a doctor. I mean, seriously, like, the first time I ever went to a strip bar was to pick her up from work. But I didn't like that, but on the other hand, when I did bring her, I remember the last time I got an F in that class. I had a parent-teacher conference like every other Thursday at my house. Mr. Davis gave me 100. I didn't have to do shit. But I mean, my mom tried too, you know. But I mean, I will seriously give it up for anyone who has raised a kid by themselves. Give it up for any single mom, seriously. I mean, my mom raised me for a long time by herself, but I mean, you gotta understand, there's some things that a mom just doesn't cling to like a dad would. Like, for Christmas, my only gift, really, was Bop It. And you remember Bop It? You remember Bop It, Twist It, Pull It? You remember that? That's really all I got. I mean, at the same time, I got it as a gift, so I was happy with it, you know? And the problem is, at one point in time, I do not remember how, but at some point in time, I lost it, right? And I remember one night I wake up, I'm going to the bathroom, and all of a sudden as I walk by a room, I hear twist it, pull it, pull it. I was like, she stole my Bop It, right? Mom, where's my... My Bop It's not in here, is it? Sorry, Mom. Mr. Davis, tomorrow. And the thing is with my dad, I mean, him being like a drug dealer like he was, it was weird enough having my lunch out, like weighed out. Anyone here ever been full off of 3 grams of Cheetos? But the thing is, my dad had a habit, right? And I don't remember if you remember, but way back in the day, like Slurpees were big, right? Slurpees were really big, and the thing is, they used to advertise a straw that had an ice cube at the top of it. And you would store it in your freezer, and every time you have a Slurpee, you just drink it, and it's extra cold. Well, apparently, someday, my dad couldn't find a straw and used mine. The last time I had a Slurpee, I was stuck awake for 3 weeks. Tell y'all one more thing before I get out of here. Y'all ever heard of MySpace? Anybody? Pedophiles are so happy. I tried actually meeting somebody off of MySpace, just like everybody else does, in Dateline NBC. And the thing is, just like anybody else, this girl lied to me about her age. Because I was talking to her, I was like, alright, fine, you want to meet up? Where you want to meet up? She replies back, Chuck E. Cheese. Alright, fine, let's go. And we hang out, we're sitting down, and all of a sudden she runs up to me and she's like, hey, guess what? I was like, don't drop your Hello Kitty book pack, what? And she looks at me and she's like, my old 6th grade teacher's right over there. I was like, alright, cool, your old 6th grade teacher's right over there, good for her. She looks at me and she's like, she was such a great teacher last year. At this point, I really, really wish I didn't already put a roofie in her chocolate milk. Y'all have a good night. My name's Kevin Dodd. Thank you.